All right, so I'm back on the stairs, getting my 35 minutes in. This is the first of two for the day. It is day 28, by the way. Good morning. Wow, where do I begin today? Let's see. So yesterday was definitely a rest day, and I needed it. And I took every ounce of Saturday to get it in, to sleep, to rest, to do very little. I did get both cardios in, morning and afternoon, or morning and evening, and got all my meals in, all my macros in. So this morning, how do I feel? What's going on? Well, I would say I definitely feel better now that I've got a chance to rest. Things are in a little bit of disarray at the house. I'd show it to you, but you know, I want to clean it up first. Like a couple piles of dishes. I didn't do a whole lot of work. Some clothes that need to be folded, and just some general cleaning that should happen on the weekend, which I'll get done today. But it just felt nice to rest. And today I definitely feel more better, taken from Spike Lee's movie, Mo Better. I have more energy this morning. My brain is less foggy than it has been in a little while, and definitely more focused on sort of just what needs to happen. And I need to take advantage of that to really prepare for this upcoming week. So first thing is I feel better. Second thing is now it's time to start planning for this upcoming week so I won't get caught in the same cycle that I found myself last week. A couple things are going to happen this week. Number one, cardio will change in the morning to 40 minutes. It's another 10 minutes I have to make room for this week, each day. What else? Two, I like to get more of my meals prepared in advance so I can spend less time preparing meals and more time just doing what I need to get done. I like to get to bed earlier, so I'm shooting for 9 this week and waking up, let's try 3:30, so that should be 6.5 hours, which this morning is about how much I slept today. So I went to bed last night at about 12:30 after resting pretty much all day. Woke up, it was actually about 7:06 when I woke up this morning. So I'd say about an hour, 6.5 hours should be good for me. If I can squeeze out 7, that's cool. But 6.5 should put me in a good place. So that's my plan. Food, definitely want to get enough meals planned, stored, and set my clothes out. Then definitely the night before, so I'm not trying to figure out what I'm wearing. What else? I have all my supplements minus the casein. Took a picture yesterday and shared it online with what I got in the mail. I do have another order of Fair coming in from Vitamin World, and I have my casein coming in some point this week from GNC, I did hear that there's been some stocking problems, so I don't know, I may switch to Vitamin World to get it if I don't get it soon. So that's pretty much all ready for the week. I got the workouts ready. Cardio should be ready. And the other thing really that I'm focusing on today is I really want to review my calendar. For those that know me, know that I love my calendar. And I can tell that last week I didn't really use it for personal. I used it for work religiously. But at home I had been sort of sleeping on its active use, and it showed. So this morning I took some time while I was sipping coffee to go through my calendar, make sure I have all of the necessary items listed, and I've given myself enough time to do what I need to do. It'll help me plan better. It'll help me prepare better, and really get a handle on this time management and sleep and just getting all the necessary things done. So I think those are the big things for now that I wanted to talk about when I was walking the stairs. What I'll probably do as I move forward is I may end up making smaller clips. I know. Smaller clips, just sort of capturing thoughts and moments throughout the day versus trying to capture them all at one time. Sometimes I forget. So I may have a lot of cuts as I move forward, but and then too, I found, which may not be as interesting for those who we're talking about, you know, body and physical and mental, but I'm just noticing that there's some really neat tools for video and audio. So it might make it a little bit easier to capture some of the details and the moments throughout the day and make it a little bit more interesting than just watching me talk on a screen. But either way, I definitely appreciate, again, everyone for your ongoing support, the words of kindness, and even the likes and the comments and the questions, and also just finding some really good resources. You know, one thing I like about putting these videos out, you know, minus the fact that I get a chance to document the journey, is you get a chance to meet people who are on the same journey, and you get to share stories and support one another because you know what you're going through. And so I may be in a different location or different place than someone else, but you know, they can help me and I can help someone else too. So just, you know, get around people that are going through a similar struggle or journey, that have had more success that you can pull from, and then still turn around and try to help others who may need your help and support and guidance and experience and wisdom and all that. So, okay. So I'm going to stop it here, finish off this workout, and I'll be back. And just like that, just as soon as I turned off the camera, I realized there was something else I wanted to share, and I actually should have shared this yesterday. And that was preparing for the next step. So being halfway through, today being the last day of week 4, tomorrow we go into week 5, which is the beginning of the next 4 weeks. I am aware that the second 4 weeks of the program it's going to really ramp up the intensity And from what I saw when I went ahead in Kris's videos, is the second 4 weeks, I want to say he burnt, I think, over 6% or about 6% body fat. Whereas in the first 4 weeks, he only got rid of 3% body fat. And if I were to compare my journey, I sit as I come to the end, and I haven't done, I have to weigh in tomorrow and do my, fat calipers, but whatever. But I did, as of this week, I'm down between 3 and 4% body fat for the 3-4 weeks. I'll know my official count tomorrow, but if that's the case, and I'm very much in line with where Kris was as far as burning body fat, I had more body fat than him, so to start off with, but the percentage is about the same. So if I were to take that into consideration, that the next 4 weeks, we're talking about another 6% potentially, then I could find myself around 15% body fat, which is not bad at all. I started out at around 25%. I'm down to 21 and some point something percent now. So that's about 3, 4, somewhere in there. So I'm excited to see what the next 4 weeks will bring as far as results. It is going to be DTP, which is the dramatic transformation, I think, protocol, I think is what he's calling it. And there's going to be some DTP and some DTP extreme in there. So I know that's going to have a lot to do with it. We will continue to increase cardio between 40 to 55 minutes. We will reduce carbs as well as some protein, but we're going to continue to reduce those calories as we pull into the last 4 weeks. So that's going to be exciting to see what changes are going to happen over the next, well, really the last half of this program. But in saying that, I started having questions about what next. I went through the Team Caged Muscle group, Facebook group, this weekend and was looking to see, okay, what's next? So some people are looking at 4 weeks to shred, which is, some say, is a natural progression. Sort of the 4 weeks following the 8 weeks, which would put a complete 12-week program. I was looking at doing the last 4 weeks of the Hardcore Trainer one more time, just the last 4 weeks. That would still put it at 12 weeks. What I'm interested in is still gaining muscle, but also burning fat. The 4 weeks to shred program, which is also by Kris, really just takes what you have, what muscles you have, and then continues to build muscle while burning fat. And that I'm really interested in. But I've gotten 2 responses where people were saying, no, go ahead and go to the 4 weeks to shred. So I'm still sort of looking into that at the moment, trying to decide what I'll do next. Will it be the 4 weeks to shred, or will I go back into the last 4 weeks of Hardcore Trainer? I've also heard Inferno is a really good program that also builds muscle and burns fat, and there's some really good reviews on that. So I may look at that as well, but that's an 8-week program. So what I may do, depends. I may finish off this 8-week, take a week to maybe recharge, as far as my, raise my carbs a little, get my calories back up, just try to get to a mellow moment and then go back in for another 4 weeks. or those who have said, no, just go right into. So as soon as Sunday is over, the last day of this program, immediately go into 4 weeks to shred. So I'm still looking at that. Transitions between this program and into something else is something that a lot of people I know are asking or have asked, and are getting a lot of different responses. And then, of course, my other question after that is, once I finish that, then what? What comes next? Once I finish this program and let's say the next one, and let's say I get my body fat the way I want, now I'm going to want to start building that muscle, more single focused, to put on some more size, because I know I'm going to want that. So just some thoughts that I've had. I do want to say thank you to those in the group who have shared their input and who are still talking through it with me, as I'm sure this is going to be a question, or will continue to be a question for people as they work through these programs. So, okay, I think that's what I had so far. So I'm going to go ahead and put this camera down and finish this workout. I have, I don't know, a couple more minutes to finish. As you can see the sweat dripping down my face. So I'll check back in later.